it was a hard decision to step down. After, a year, I kind of came to realize, I don't need to keep working this hard in pursuit of LogRhythm. And competing, against that and against my time was my family. And knowing that they had made a lot of sacrifices along the way when I was, working 50, 60 plus hour weeks and working through vacations and working through weekends. And I could step aside and I could give them back more time. My dad and grandfather were having some health issues at the time as well. And that was also an impetus for me to think, maybe I should make a different decision with my life at this juncture. And so I decided to step aside, and my intent was to be a brand ambassador. And so I kind of said, hey, I'll go down to half-time. I will relinquish all of my operational leadership roles. At that time, I was running kind of all, product engineering side of the business, and, relinquish, those operational duties. I went on a 2-week vacation with my family, went to Maine, and man, I felt like the world had left my shoulders. And I kind of, left the office that day and knew I was going away for 2 weeks. The weight that came off me was immense. And, it was a feeling I hadn't had in a long time in terms of just the pressure of day-to-day leadership and day-to-day delivery. And, so went on vacation, had a great time, came back, and then there's this notion of I should be working, maybe half-time, be a brand ambassador. I had zero energy for any of that. Once I had no more day-to-day responsibilities, I didn't want to do a damn thing. Honestly, I was like, I'm a little tired. I worked hard, and I don't have the energy to kind of be a half-time employee. And I still did a few things and lived up to the expectations that were set. But within about 3 months, I said, look, I'm going to step aside completely and fully. And I think part of that is also just my fabric of I'm either all in or all out. I'm either extremely like hyper intense and hyper urgent, or I'm the laziest person you'll ever meet. So I kind of function in 2 modes. And so when I went to, down to halftime, I kind of lost my intensity and drive. And it was best for me to just say goodbye to being a part of the LogRhythm team.